Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a review on my Pittsburgh 3-ton floor jack. So a couple things right off the bat. Don't think this review is irrelevant because it's the older gray version. I don't know this for sure, but I don't really know that they changed any of the designs or the mechanics of how this thing actually works. On the newer version that's like a red color, I think is mostly just aesthetic. They painted it red, they added a little foam thing onto it. Well, there's a foam thing on this one too, except it just doesn't say Pittsburgh on it. You know, I think it's just a couple of aesthetic things. Could be wrong again, not totally sure. I think it's still totally relevant, other than the fact that there's probably already 300 review videos on this jack on YouTube. But that being said, I'll add my own spin to it because I'm not someone that just opens these things up out of the box and reviews them. And I'm also a DIY mechanic, so this thing has spent a lot of time just sitting here in the shop, which, you know, matters to things like this quite often. I've also loaded it and unloaded it in and out of vehicles multiple times, so it doesn't get used every day, which is probably the better review, but it has been used a lot. And it's also just been around for probably 3 or 4 years at this point. All right, guys, so we've got the jack on the workbench for no other reason than just to review it. I want to go over it a little bit. I'll go over some of the details of the floor jack and just kind of talk about my experience with it and give my thoughts on it a little bit. I think first thing I'll touch on real quick is should you buy these things over the Daytona jacks? I think the Daytona jacks are very, very nice looking jacks. I think that they're probably better quality. They probably justify the higher price. I love that Harbor Freight's putting out a little bit more premium kind of tool. However, I will say that I think that this Pittsburgh 3-ton floor jack is a very acceptable jack. I think they're like $100 these days. I probably picked this up at the parking lot sale like 4-ish years ago for somewhere around like the $70 mark. I'm not exactly sure, but even at $100, I think it's a fine floor jack. It has worked very well for me over the last few years. You know, largest piece of equipment I've ever picked up with this is just my Chevy 1500 half-ton truck that's like 5,000 pounds, somewhere around there. And it does, you know, and I'm only picking up one end or the other of it with it. It does just fine with that. So I've never seen it flex or twist in any kind of way that's made me uncomfortable. The paint that they put on here, you know, if you're like me, you do like the aesthetic of tools. You like a nice looking tool. I do need to clean this up a little bit, but the paint's held up really well over time. Of course, I do keep it inside. I don't let it just sit outside. I think that's a good way to get it ruined and get it all rusty and wear out and get ruined faster. So up here, one of the things I think Daytona does a little bit better is they put a little rubber pad in. So when I say Daytona, I know it's all ran by Harbor Freight. They just take white label tools and stick their own name on it, but you know, I'll just refer to it in that way. It would be nice if there's a little rubber pad there. Not a big deal, just a nice little extra feature that they have that these don't. Other than that, you know, it does have an Allen bolt here, so you can change these out. I think if you need to, they make, you know, several little different attachments for it. Not that Harbor Freight does, but I think other people do. Other companies and other manufacturers. Again, lifting arm, very solid, sturdy, haven't had any issues with it. Moving on, they do give you a grease zerk to grease this main pin on this arm here, and I have greased it several times, and I do think that that is indicative of a decent quality tool because they do give you somewhere to run a little bit of grease to keep this thing from wearing itself out by rubbing metal to metal. So hit that grease zerk up if you do purchase this thing every once in a while. Just like any floor jack, at least that I'm familiar with, you twist the handle and you pull it back in order to lift the arm. So very similar to basically every other style of jack out there. I don't know if they really come any different than this these days. You know, there could be some odd thing I'm not really aware of. But yeah, that's pretty much how it operates. Very simple. There are some springs to help pull that down, and usually it does retract itself all the way. You can just twist the handle to let it go, just like any other floor jack. So when you pull the jack handle back, it pushes these two spring-loaded pistons into the hydraulic cylinder. It pushes the fluid through. What I think I understand about this, I'm not sure how exactly it operates, but I can tell you that I'm pretty sure those two pistons is what gives it the rapid pump. And it does raise quick enough. That's the thing, is that it does not take all day to get up to the vehicle. You know, on my truck, it probably takes 4 or 5 full swings at the absolute most. You know, 6 or 7 partial swings depending on how far I go. Basically, you're gonna get this thing completely disassembled. You'll have this bolt here, and there's kind of a little divot inside the handle. You'll just bolt that in and then bolt the top part to it. They do have this little foam pad that might be out of shot. You can probably barely see the bottom of it here. That's got a little couple of little nicks in it or whatever. Not a big deal, I suppose, if that thing even comes off someday, but it is there. Just to talk about my experience with this thing, it hasn't skipped a beat. It works for me every time I pull it out. It is heavy. If you plan on moving this thing, maybe even lifting it up into the back of a pickup or a vehicle or something to move it fairly often, you might want to opt for the aluminum jacks because they are so much lighter and so much easier to move around. This thing's definitely a heavy duty beast. If I had to guess, it's probably somewhere in like the 80-pound range. Maybe I could be wrong, but it's definitely, you know, I feel it in my back a little bit when I lift it up. So it definitely is a heavier jack. I think that probably is generally a good thing because most of the time when you're just sliding this around on a concrete floor, it doesn't really need to be super lightweight. And, you know, it being a good sturdy steel jack, I think is more important than cutting weight away from it. But just know that maybe opt for a different jack if you are planning to move it all the time, if you can just shell out the extra money without really worrying about it. Otherwise, it is still fairly portable. So yeah, definitely a good jack. Been a great jack for me over the years. I'm very satisfied with it. The only reason why I've even considered getting another jack or a different jack is just because I like the way the new ones look. I really like the Daytonas. They just came out with the yellow Daytona jack, I want to say, when I picked this one up, and that one was around 200 bucks. So this definitely seemed like the better buy for me for someone that only uses it every once in a while. But that's, again, mostly just based on aesthetics. There's nothing wrong with this jack. It will do everything you need it to do. I don't even know if I'd waste my money getting the any of the extended warranties, the 30-day warranty. Take it out of the box, lift your vehicles a few times with it, check it out, make sure it's in good shape when you pull it out of the box. And if it is good out of the box, it's probably gonna work for you for years to come. If you leave it in the box, you know, that's more on you. Thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't given this video a big thumbs up, please go down, click that thumbs up button. Give it a like, comment below, let me know if you have this jack and if it's been a good jack for you over time. I know a lot of people like to watch reviews on tools they already own. Let me know what you think about it. And if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button, get more content like this. We'll see you in the next video.